The air was thick with anticipation. On February 28, 2025, President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine stepped into the Oval Office. He was there to meet with President Donald Trump and Vice President JD Vance. The stated purpose? To discuss a potential peace deal with Russia. A secondary agenda item involved a lucrative rare minerals agreement. It was a high-stakes meeting with the weight of the world on their shoulders. Zelensky, wearied by months of brutal conflict, carried the hopes of his nation. Trump, known for his unpredictable nature, held the reins of American foreign policy. Vance, a newcomer to the global stage, seemed eager to make his presence felt. The stage was set for a diplomatic dance. Little did they know this meeting would explode into a diplomatic firestorm. The world watched with bated breath as tensions soared. This was not to be a day for polite handshakes and diplomatic niceties. This was a day for raw emotions and brutal truths. The meeting quickly devolved into a war of words. Trump, in his characteristically blunt style, berated Zelensky for his perceived ingratitude. He accused the Ukrainian leader of failing to appreciate the billions of dollars in aid provided by the United States. Vance, echoing Trump's sentiments, chimed in with criticisms of his own. He chastised Zelensky for what he perceived as disrespect and a lack of appreciation for American support. Zelensky, however, was not there to be lectured. He pushed back against the accusations, his voice firm despite the pressure. He reminded Trump and Vance that he wasn't playing cards, but dealing with a real war, a war that threatened the very existence of his nation. He emphasized that Ukraine needed concrete security guarantees, not just a temporary ceasefire. The atmosphere in the Oval Office was electric with tension. Gone was the pretense of diplomacy. In its place was a raw and very public display of animosity. The meeting, meant to forge a path towards peace, seemed to be doing the opposite. The meeting ended abruptly without a resolution. Trump, furious at Zelensky's defiance, cancelled a planned joint news conference. He also scrapped a scheduled appearance by Zelensky at the Hudson Institute, a conservative think tank. The Ukrainian delegation was unceremoniously told to leave the White House. The rare minerals deal, once a point of potential cooperation, was left unsigned. The fallout was immediate and severe. Trump, taking to his preferred platform of social media, launched into a tirade against Zelensky. He accused the Ukrainian president of being not ready for peace and of disrespecting the United States. The world watched in astonishment as the leader of the free world engaged in a public spat with the leader of a nation under siege. The cancellation of the joint news conference and the Hudson Institute event spoke volumes. This was not just a difference of opinion. This was a complete breakdown in communication. The images of the Ukrainian delegation being escorted from the White House painted a picture of a relationship in tatters. The international community reacted with a mixture of shock and condemnation. European leaders, including those from Poland, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom, expressed their unwavering support for Zelensky and Ukraine. They called for a de-escalation of tensions and urged Trump to reconsider his stance. Within the United States, the reaction was more divided. Some Republicans, including Senators Lindsey Graham and Tom Cotton, defended Trump's actions, arguing that he was right to demand more from Ukraine. Democrats, however, were united in their condemnation of Trump's behavior, calling it reckless and damaging to American interests. The meeting, meant to be a step towards peace, had become a stumbling block. It had exposed the deep divisions within the United States and between the United States and its allies. The future of Ukraine once again hung precariously in the balance.